Ahoy, matey, and welcome to another book tasting. If you like pirates and you like talking like pirates, then the Jupiter Pirates Hunt for Hydra is the book for you. But this is no ordinary book about swashbuckling sea pirates. Oh no, matey, this is about space pirates. Now, the Hashoons have been space pirates for centuries, and their ship has been passed on from generation to generation, and the youngest of the Hashoons are in a competition working to be the next captain of their ship. But it isn't easy, matey, especially when Earth and Jupiter are on the brink of a war, and their family, the Hashoons, is caught in the middle. When the Jovian government hands them papers and makes them privateers, which are really legal pirates, things get a bit tricky, even for a pirate. As the kids work to impress their mother, who's the captain, they must deal with life in space and all the sneers and disapproval from some aristocratic people. Ugh. Oh, makes my blood curdle when I think about those people. So, when a mysterious mystery arises involving an intercept that Tycho, one of the Hashoons, was in charge of, things start not making sense, matey. Earth is hastily appointing people as diplomats and boarding them on their cargo ships. But why? Oh, are they getting ready for another attack? Is the Jovian government hiding something? If you want to join in on the extra exciting adventure with the Space Pirates Hashoons, then head on and down to the library to check it out. The Jupiter Pirates Hunt for the Hydra. Now, matey, that I have got you interested, let's go ahead and read a few pages to further that pirate adventuring appetite. Arr. Okay, guys, really can't see with that patch over my eye, so I'm going to come back to being Miss Jessica, and I'm going to go ahead and get started reading on chapter 1, and I will say there is some pirate talk in here, so you guys get to brush up on it and get ready when you check this out. So chapter 1, Deep Space Encounter. Tycho Hashoon was doing his math homework when the alarms started shrieking. For a moment, Tycho was confused. The quarterdeck of the Shadow Comet was dark, and the rest of the bridge crew had retired to their cabins hours ago. The only light came from the white square of Tycho's computer monitor and the readouts on the other crew consoles. Outside, the viewports lay deep space, filled with stars, like spilled jewels. A moment before, all had been quiet, except for the hum of the comet's atmosphere pumps. Now it was loud. "Knock it off, Vesuvia," Tycho yelled, his hands shaking with adrenaline. "I'm awake. I was awake before. What's going on?" "Long-range sensors indicate a single object," said the cool, flat voice of Vesuvia, the software program that the comet's computer brain used to communicate with her crew. "Length of object estimated at approximately 200 meters. Distance to object approximately 15,000 kilometers and closing." "Great," Tycho said. "Turn off that stupid alarm before I go deaf, and get those math problems off my screen." "You have not completed your homework assignment," Vesuvius objected. "Your mother will not approve." "Come on, Vesuvia. I'm not going to complete it during an intercept," Tycho said, sighing in exasperation. It was true that he was only 12, but he was the watch officer. "Acknowledged," Vesuvia said. The alarm stopped wailing, and the math problems disappeared, awaiting orders. "Breathe," Tycho reminded himself. "Think. You've done 2 intercepts already and been through this drill hundreds of times." "But the tactical readout on the main screen," Tycho said. "Send all sensor data to my monitor and bring up the lights." "Acknowledged," Vesuvia said. Tycho blinked at the sudden brightness of the quarterdeck lights. On the main screen, a cross marked where the comet lay in wait behind a thin screen of dust and debris that had once been an asteroid. On the other side of the map, a flashing triangle showed the mysterious object's location. A dotted line showed that if the object kept to its current course, it would pass very close to where the comet was hidden. "Shall I charge up the engines and guns?" Vesuvia asked. "Let's wait until we know what we've got," Tycho said, feeling calmer now. "But give me full power on all sensor masts and scanning antennas." "The plural of antenna is antennae," Vesuvia corrected him. "Order acknowledged." Tycho heard a faint hum as the comet extended her sensor arms into the vacuum of space, scanning the approaching object. "Ion emissions detected," Vesuvia said, calculating profile. Tycho grinned. Ion emissions meant the object had a power source attached to it. It wasn't some rogue asteroid tumbling through the vast darkness of the solar system. It was a ship. But what kind of ship? And more importantly, what was her allegiance? That question made Tycho stop grinning. If the approaching ship turned out to be an Earth warship, the comet would have to make a run for it. Most Earth warships were bigger and better armed than the comet, and all of them treated privateers as enemy vessels. "Now, you can charge the engines and guns," Tycho told Vesuvia. "And where's that sensor profile?" "Still calculating," Vesuvia said. Tycho drummed his fingers on the surface of his console, reminding himself to be patient. "Calculations complete," said Vesuvia. "Profile fits Orion-class bulk freighter attached to long-range fuel tanks. 97.62% match to factory model." "Yes!" Tycho exulted. Freighters carried cargoes, sometimes valuable ones, and privateers like the Hashoons made their living by seizing those cargoes. As Tycho's mother, Diocletia, never failed to point out, privateers weren't the same as pirates. Pirates ignored the law, preying on any spacecraft that had the misfortune to stray into their gun sights. They stole cargoes and mistreated the ship's crews they imprisoned. Privateers conducted themselves differently. They obeyed the laws of space, kept careful records about the cargoes they seized, treated prisoners well, and released them as soon as possible, and they used force only when necessary. Those rules were part of the Hashoon's letter of marque, the document that authorized them to attack enemy ships on behalf of their home government, the Jovian Union, composed of the 2 nearly dozen inhabitant moons of Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. The sensor profile strongly suggested the ship out there was just a big, lumbering freighter. But whose freighter? If she was Jovian, Tycho would have to let her pass. If she flew the flag of Earth, "Hail the bridge crew," he ordered Vesuvia, "and beat to quarters." So that's just a little taste of how Chapter 1 starts. And that is such a great start to a book because you are right there in the action, and it's there an intercept of a freight cargo ship that actually ends up going quite differently than Tycho and all the rest of the Hashoons and the crew on the ship expect. So if you want to learn more about the book, the Hashoons, their ship, and the space that they live and work in, then check out Jupiter Pirates, Hydra, Hunt for Hydra. And if you want even more information and you're so super excited, there is a website called the Jupiter Pirates website. And there you will find everything you need to know about the Hashoons and all the other books that are in this series. You can even join the crew by entering your email, and then you'll only get exclusive insight on all things involving the Jupiter Pirates. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little taste of a pirate, and I hope that I see you real soon to checking out the Jupiter Pirates, Hunt for Hydra. Happy reading, guys. Bye!